This is an ABC News special report. Now reporting, David Muir.
Good afternoon, and we're coming on the air this afternoon with breaking news at this hour. Police and ATF are on the scene of a shooting at the Capital Gazette newspaper that's located in Annapolis, Maryland. The shooting has been reported inside the building. A Gazette reporter who works there now says multiple people have been shot. That has not been confirmed by police yet, though a reporter at the paper says multiple people shot. The White House says President Trump has been briefed on the incident. Governor Larry Hogan tweeting he is, quote, absolutely devastated to learn of this tragedy in Annapolis. Our senior justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas, is following this breaking story with me this afternoon. Pierre, what have you learned?
David, devastating situation unfolding. I just got off the phone with a senior law enforcement official who says the information is preliminary, but that multiple people have been shot at that location. The target appears to have been that newspaper, the Annapolis Capital Gazette. Again, multiple people shot. Some of the injuries, I'm told by the source, quite serious, David.
So multiple people shot from a senior law enforcement source, Pierre?
Yes, multiple people shot. The source did not want to give. He gave me specific numbers, but said it's very fluid, so we're not quite comfortable giving out those numbers yet, David. But he said it's a grave situation, multiple people shot, and said that some of the injuries probably would prove fatal.
Pierre, thank you. As we're on the scene, as you can see, reports of an active shooter at the Capital Gazette newspaper in Annapolis, Maryland. Again, the president has been briefed this afternoon. As you can see, it's a very active scene. There were pictures where you could see people working inside that newspaper. Were leaving the building, evacuating the building, obviously, as this was underway. There are tweets coming in, some observers who are there in the area. One of the tweets right here from the police department saying, confirming an active shooter at 888 Bestgate Road in Annapolis, obviously the location of the newspaper. The building has been evacuated. Officers continuing to search the building. Relocation point is inside Lord and Taylor in the mall. A sign of the times that they get these tweets out very quickly from these local police departments. Let's get to former FBI agent Brad Garrett, who joins us on the phone. And Brad, obviously when you hear of the location, that this was inside a newspaper where this active shooter situation is unfolding, what does this tell you?
Well, it tells me there has to be something in reference to the newspaper. I would look at what they have recently published, in particular today. Is there something in an article or an editorial that would lead them potentially to someone? Did the shooter actually say something before he committed to shooting? It may also give them some insight as to what the motivation might be.
Obviously, we don't know a motive at this hour. We certainly don't even know whether there's anyone in custody, though Brad Garrett, an analyst for ABC, obviously former FBI authority himself, able to point out the fact that this is a newspaper is certainly going to be part of this investigation, figuring out why someone would go in and target people inside the newspaper. Pierre continues to get information from his sources, so let's go back to Pierre Thomas. What have you learned, Pierre?
So, David, the FBI has arrived at the scene. They're assisting the local police, as is the ATF. We're being told by sources that they want to make sure that there's not more than one shooter. They're going to go room to room to check every facility in the building. Also, that law enforcement officials say they are also checking for potential bombs. This is pretty standard that they would do this. But again, the source emphasized fluid situation. There is a person that they apparently are talking to and are trying to confirm that this person is the shooter.
For those of you just joining us now, you're watching ABC News Live coverage of an active shooting situation at a newspaper in Annapolis, Maryland. There is an unconfirmed story that's been now posted on the Gazette's own website. That's the newspaper itself, their own website, quoting one of its own reporters saying, quote, multiple people were shot at the Gazette. That has not been confirmed by police. We certainly don't know whether or not anyone is in custody, though Pierre just mentioned that they are in contact with someone on the scene. So again, police, ATF, federal authorities on the scene of a shooting at the Capital Gazette newspaper in Annapolis, Maryland. The shooting reported inside the building. A Gazette reporter saying multiple people have been shot. President Trump has been alerted to this situation. The Baltimore Sun, which owns the Capital newspaper in Annapolis, also saying that this reporter has told them of the shooting this afternoon as well, and that the potential that there were multiple victims. We're going to stay on this story throughout the afternoon, abcnews.com, and of course, we'll have a team on this for World News Tonight. I'm David Muir. Have a good afternoon. We'll see you shortly.
This has been a special report from ABC News.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.